I'm speaking to the connection group, Better Together. I'm sure you've been getting calls or you figured out a little bit we're making some changes. I want to talk to you about it for just a moment. It's important. Now, I want you to listen to me. It's important that we make some transitions. A few years back, I attempted to, maybe 5 years ago, I've always done couples classes from time to time, and for some reason my couples classes tend to grow, and we start with 5 or 6 and 10, 20, 30, 40. But what happens is, now listen to me, what happens is I'm unable to concentrate on discipling as it needs to be. I can't possibly work one-on-one with that many couples. And there's a few of you that I'm going to be contacting personally that I think I can be a help in discipleship along with you, and hope you don't mind. But what I decided to do, and I tried this before, and I had people upset with me. I even had a couple couples got together and left the church and felt like I didn't care about him, and that's not the truth. I do love you, I do care about you, but we've got to move on in some ways. And so what I've done, I've asked some people, and these are people I believe that are positive people for the Lord. It's not going to be what people don't. If it turns out to be it won't be. I mean, a session of what we don't like and don't like, and I will. That's just not going to happen. I don't want cliques. I don't want those things to develop. I think we have great people here that love God, and we're splitting up into 4 groups. We're having Michael and Jimena Croy, and they have a group of people that they'll be contacting, and we're going to reach more people. I want to explain that to you in a moment. And that would be in Melbourne. And we have Andrew and Heather Good, as well as a Calderon and so on. They'll be down in Palm Bay, so people can meet there in Palm Bay. Then we have Michael and Riddell Anna, and Stuart and Julie Brown, and they're going to be the VIERA ROCKLEDGE group, but they may split it up between their houses. They'll tell you more. We have Keith and Katie Maddox, and that'll be on North Melbourne and Indialantic, the side kind of that way. And so we have these 4 groups. My wife and I, Jay and I, are going to rotate through those groups from time to time, and sometimes we're going to have the group at my house, but we'll announce that in plenty of time. What's going to happen is we're going to ask that you folks meet together at these homes, and the leaders can organize it however they want to organize it and how the group does. Maybe they'll meet at different times. What I'm going to do is basically have and I mean this, I'm already doing them now. They're about 5 minutes long, 3 to 7 minutes is the most. And every time the groups meet, I have a springboard Bible discussion to get it started about home, couple relationships, and so on. And that's going to be the springboard into the discussion, as well as whatever the group leaders, how they want to maneuver and make it. Maybe some will have snacks and so on. Some will, I've already know, have the opportunity to have childcare at their home, and they're going to be contacting you, and they'll be talking about it. Now, hear me out, please. I want you to make it a matter of prayer that this becomes what it needs to become. We have other couples that have been visiting. We want these leaders are going to go after and bring new people and introduce them to some of you and so on. And we want individuals to get engaged with people that they can run alongside and truly begin to disciple. In a few more weeks, I'm going to be giving to all the leaders some material that I'd like for many of you to become, if not all of you, familiar with. And it's really keys to discipleship, how to run alongside each other, new Christians and so on, and help them in their Christian walk. It's not a college course and something that's not easy to grasp, but it's very simple and a wise way, I believe, to approach that endeavor, to maybe give you some thoughts. I want you to take advantage of this. It's been my prayer. It's been a great concern of mine. We live in a different world, and in many ways, and I have to adjust so that we're being effective in our ministry. And I am convinced that this is an effective adjustment, and I hope you'll be alongside with me. I hope you do not judge me in my motives. I'm not a lazy pastor. I reluctantly give up the ability to see people and to be there. It's not something that I, as a human being, would do, but in my spirit and my heart, I know God has moved me in a specific direction. I hope you'll get on board with it. I will be a part of it. I will still be engaged in many ways, but yet I'm gonna do what I believe is best. I'm also gonna do some a little bit of change-ups with some other connection groups as I try to meet and endeavor to get people leading into truly discipling one another and new Christians. Nothing like helping you in your faith. I know this to be a fact. Nothing like helping you. Listen to me, couples. Whoever you are listening to me, I hope everyone is. Nothing like finding a new Christian in church, or maybe a new couple that's new to the area, and you taking them to dinner on your own, or connecting with them with a small group and getting to know people. There's nothing like it to help you grow spiritually, because God intends for all of us to be soul winners. What does it mean to be a soul winner? Well, you give the gospel, you baptize people, and you teach them to observe all things. Discipleship is key. And we have to do this together. I can't do it myself. Can't do it alone. I love you. I hope you'll take into account what I've said and join me in prayer. I asked my son Webster to reach out to you leaders, and he's already done that. And if I can be of any help, text me, please, please. Let's get on the same page, unite together in prayer, and work towards something that I believe will be a great difference in our church and the lives of people. God bless every one of you. We'll see you next time we meet.